Sophia Loren, Italy's eternal icon, rose from a life marked by hunger, rejection, and emotional scars to become one of the most revered actresses in the world. Her journey wasn't just a tale of fame and beauty, it was a relentless battle against a world that seemed determined to break her. Born in 1934 in a Roman hospital for unwed mothers, Sophia entered life already burdened by shame. Her father, Riccardo Ciccalone, offered nothing, not his name, not his support. Her mother, Romilda Villani, a former beauty queen and aspiring actress, was left to navigate disgrace alone, raising Sophia and later another daughter, Maria, in suffocating poverty. Their home in Pozzuoli near Naples was overcrowded and broken. 10 people crammed into a single room, hunger a constant companion. Sophia remembered surviving on a single potato or a handful of rice, and on one devastating day, her mother gave her water scooped from a car radiator just to keep her alive. War made things worse. Bombs fell, cities crumbled, and one explosion sent shrapnel into young Sophia's face, leaving a scar that would stay with her forever. Classmates mocked her. Even a wet nurse called her the ugliest baby she'd ever seen. But inside the girl they dismissed as toothpick, something stronger than bitterness took root. 14, her body matured, and the world that once ignored her began to stare. She entered beauty contests wearing a dress sewn from pink curtains, because that's all her family could afford. These weren't vanity stunts, they were lifelines. One such pageant brought her to the attention of Carlo Ponti, a powerful film producer more than 20 years her senior. He was married, a father, and fascinated. She was 16, desperate, and suddenly seen. Their connection would define Loren's life in both soaring triumph and relentless sorrow. Ponti helped shape her career starting with her name, Sophia Loren. Early roles barely registered, uncredited appearances, fleeting moments. But they were steps away from shame and hunger. As her fame grew, so did the scrutiny. Her relationship with Ponti sparked outrage in deeply Catholic Italy, where divorce was illegal. Whispers turned to headlines. Ponti was branded a bigamist. Sophia a homewrecker. Till she pressed on, starring in films like Ida, Quo Vadis, and The Gold of Naples, slowly carving her space in the industry. In 1956, Hollywood called. Paramount signed her for a 5-picture deal. Suddenly, the girl from Pozzuoli was acting opposite giants like Cary Grant and Anthony Perkins. Her roles proved she wasn't just beautiful, she was captivating, emotionally layered, and unforgettable. But the defining moment of her career came in 1960, when she fought to play the mother, not the daughter, in Vittorio De Sica's Two Women. The performance, raw and unflinching, earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress, the first ever given for a non-English-speaking role. In that role, she wasn't pretending. She was remembering. Even with fame, peace eluded her. She and Ponti married secretly in Mexico in 1957, only to have the marriage annulled by Italian law. He was charged with bigamy. She was smeared in the press. 4 years they lived in exile, unable to marry legally until 1966 after gaining French citizenship. Toll on both was immense. Careers stalled. The emotional toll was worse. Sophia suffered multiple miscarriages, each one a fresh wound. She once said that with every loss, a part of her faded. But in 1968, Carlo Jr. was born, followed by Eduardo in 1973. Her sons became her salvation, the family she'd longed for in a world that had denied her so much. Through it all, she continued to act, balancing glamour with grit. From Marriage Italian Style to Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, she infused her roles with the kind of authenticity only pain can teach. Awards followed, as did global admiration. But she never stopped carrying that hungry, scarred little girl inside her. Sophia Loren was never just a beautiful woman who found fame. She was a survivor who transformed her suffering into art. She gave voice to women silenced by judgment, gave dignity to roles dismissed as ornamental, and wore her scars like medals. Her love with Ponti, though marked by struggle and secrecy, lasted over 5 decades. When he died in 2007, she said a part of her died too. She still speaks to him every night. Behind every red carpet appearance, every dazzling performance was a life forged in pain, shaped by defiance and defined by grace. Sophia Loren didn't just act. She endured, she remembered, and she transcended. Hers wasn't the story of a star. It was the saga of a soul who lit the world with her fire and refused to be forgotten.